All right, hey everybody, we're back with another news feed here for you. First one kicking us off right off the bat. This is in Georgia here where I am. That's how I found it with local news around here. But a former GA car dealership pleads guilty to $3 million in fraud scheme. We know car dealers. I mean, it's 8 out of 10 are fraud, are scam, are scum, they're getting out of hand is what they're getting. They're just an absolute nightmare to deal with. Here's another example of that. This particular one, he's no longer in business. This guy right here, wire fraud. Basically, what he was doing was he was screwing over his floor plan finance agreements and saying the cars weren't sold when they were sold, so that he could keep the sold that weren't sold. And like right here. He scammed his floor plan lenders by using a single vehicle as collateral for more than one floor plan loan. To hide the double and triple floor planning, Simpson made false and misleading statements, left out material facts in his communications to floor plans lenders, and he basically screwed them out of, resulted in a loss of $3 million to floor plan lenders. Just the ridiculousness of this stuff is just insane what these guys think they can do. How do you, as a car dealer with this stuff, sleep at night? I don't understand where they find the shadiness that runs a lot of car dealerships. Not all of them. Okay, there are some good ones. But it just blows my mind how bad some of this is getting. Now, next thing we want to talk about, the Ineos, the Fusilier, or whatever you say this thing is, such a sweet ride. I would never buy it because it's an EV, but it is now officially delayed over lukewarm EV adoption. Despite being introduced earlier this year, Ineos has already decided to delay the Fusilier. There's going to be like 50 people that are going to tell me how to say it the right way. I honestly don't care. It is, if they wanted to make it a name that was easy to say, they would have. Instead, they came up with this crap. But point being here is that it is delayed due to economic uncertainties and lackluster EV demand. Put a motor in it. Okay, this whole EV thing is EVs are great for people that want to just go back and forth to work for 5 miles, that kind of thing, and they want to save the environment, which is false because all EV power is generated from non-renewable resources like coal and stuff like that. So it is what it is, but put a motor in it. Give us an option with a motor in it. This thing would be amazing with a small diesel or a small turbo, and this thing would be fantastic. Wait till you see this thing other than this rendering down below. It's amazing. Looks like a mini G-Wagon. But they are not doing it because they're because they're concerned with it, but they were. I did know this. This was interesting here. It was slated to offer electric and range extended powertrains. Range extended powertrains are like the Ram Charger, where they're using an actual motor to charge the EV battery. Still, we don't want, in off-road vehicles, we do not want stupid batteries. We do not want hybrid systems. We do not want electric off-roaders. We do not want the weight of it. We do not want the batteries. We do not want the unreliability. We don't want any of this stuff. Just give us, if it's an off-road vehicle, put a motor in it. And, here, right now, it's on hold. It was originally supposed to be slated for 2027, but because of they're concerned for this stuff, that and also tariffs. They say two main reasons were reluctant consumer uptake of EV and industry's uncertainty around tariffs, timing, and taxation. They declined to say when a new model will arrive. Like I said, so it sucks. We're missing out on this thing because look at this thing. What a little beast of a truck this thing is. I mean, look at how good this thing looks. I mean, what a gem of a vehicle. Ineos is killing it. They are putting out such great vehicles. Their Grenadier is amazing. Their Quartermaster is amazing. They're killing it here with their trucks. They're doing such a fantastic job. Put a gas motor in this thing and send it over. That's my attitude for that. Next one on our list here, GM. Okay, GM Canyon recalls for unsecure fuel tank lock ring. Now, I think it's interesting. Certain models of the they say Canyon, but it is for both. Okay, so remember that here. So some units of the GMC 2024 GMC Canyon are included in a safety recall issued by GM, which affects trucks including a fuel tank lock ring that wasn't properly secured during production by a third-party supplier. General Motors is voluntarily recalling certain model year 2024 Colorados and GMC Canyons. Okay, so it is not only the Canyon, it is also the Colorado. So if you have a new 2024 Canyon or Colorado, any trim, doesn't matter what it is, go get this thing checked out. It's nothing major. This is a very simple fix. This is nothing to get alarmed at. Speaking of which, they tell you the hazards right here. Then we'll dive into that. But the hazards, loose fuel locking ring, the jolt caused by a crash or impact on the Canyon may be involved in, could cause the lock ring to open with no seal between the fuel pump and fuel tank. Gas may slosh out, potentially catching on fire, contacts hot surfaces, sparks, or flames. So basically, if you crash, your fuel tank can come dislodged, fuel can spill all over. Not a good thing. The fix: General Motors instructs service personnel properly certified for GM service to inspect the fuel tank locking ring of possibly involved trucks brought to the dealership for service in the current inventory. If the lock ring is loose, it should be retorqued. Ensure that the fuel sender lock ring retainer is fully locked. That's all there is to this. This is a very simple, not a big deal recall, so we're happy with that. But so where is this thing standing right now? We haven't done a dive into this thing in a while. It's been all the focus and stuff has been on Toyota news and Nissan news and Ford stuff. You know, GM's quietly sitting in the background, minding their own business, doing their thing. Where are they at? Because they're killing it. Okay, they're doing such a great job. Their sales are through the roof. They're on fire. So I took a second, went over, and we could dive in right here, but we went over to here, and we went to NHTSA's website. Okay, this is actual NHTSA for 2024 Chevy Colorado. It's going to be the same for the Canyon. You can see we got 2 recalls, 10 complaints. Okay, we got 10 complaints. Ooh, could this be getting bad? Could it be all over for the Colorado because it's getting 10 complaints? Well, let's take a look at what they got going on here. Okay, so your ratings, your crash ratings, all your details are here. And this is a fantastic site. Okay, so we look at this. What do we got? So recalls. We have 2 recalls available for the 2024s. Fuel pump improperly secured to fuel tank assembly. That is the one going on currently right now that we just told you about. Incorrect tires were installed on one of them. I can't remember which I did. I talked about that recall, but they put too big of tires on the Z71, I think it was, and there was a chance they could rub if you fully articulate. It was just a error on a certain models at the manufacturer. They just grabbed the wrong bin of tires and put them on there. So there's those 2 recalls. Only recalls for the 2024 Colorado Canyon. That's fantastic. When you take a look at the number of recalls happening like at Ford and at Ram and things like that, and all the stuff going on at Toyota, and you look at everything going on in the world of trucks today, in the mid-sized world, this is a pretty amazing little thing that this Colorado Canyon is sitting so quietly idle. So what do we got here as far as because it said on here, we saw 10 complaints. 10 complaints. Let's go see what those complaints are. Could this be the end of it? Could this be all of it? Let's see. Investigations. Okay. Nothing there. All right. So let's go back to complaints. So what are our 10 complaints? Electrical system. Not a big deal. Lane departure and forward collision has a problem. Not a big deal. Okay, this is software fixes, real easy things or something easy for them fixed. Electrical system, back over prevention, forward collision avoidance. That is the same thing as what this one is, and it's 1 day later. Electrical system. Okay, these are, if you can click on it and see, occasional lagging camera system turning on. Woohoo! Okay, what's this one? Service brakes, forward collision avoidance. Same kind of thing. After 30 minutes of driving at low to moderate speeds, the emergency automatic brake system and 5 other braking systems failed, which, while the vehicle was in motion, parking brake was used, but nothing worked on the car until neutral came to a natural stop, almost caused an accident. So they're going to dive into this. There's something there that with this one particular vehicle, they will get that sorted, but affected. One product affected. What's the next one over here? We go here. Powertrain, electrical system, engine. This one says engine. This one says vehicle speed control, engine speed. This is was driving the vehicle up a mountain in 70-mile-an-hour speed zone. When the dashboard lit up, vehicle started to decelerate. Push the pedal, but just decelerated. Emergency lights came on. Stopped at this gas station called GM Roadside Assistance. Odometer read 3,840. Safety was compromised by the unexpected deceleration of the vehicle. Was lucky to get off the highway. The car was towed. Car has been at the dealer since the night of. Has been told that the car is not drivable. Okay, well, one effect, and that's, this is what we have warranty for. Things do break. Okay, this is not, stuff goes wrong. So obviously there's an error here. They're going to get him taken care of. But you can see here, exterior lighting, no big deal. So realistically, when you're looking at this thing, Colorado is killing it. Okay, it's sitting rock solid, and it's doing a fantastic job, and it's holding its own, and it's only a second-year vehicle, and it is screaming through everything perfectly. Okay, I mean, to only have 2 recalls this year in its second year, 10 little minor complaints, this thing is just on fire, killing it. If you look at, like, well, let's look at my Gladiator. I'm curious. Now, let's go there. Let's go to 2024 Jeep Gladiator. And let's see what that says for it. Let's see what that is. I'm just curious. Let's click on that. 0. That's good. 0. Hey, that's even better. Like that even better. Let's go to a 2023 Colorado. 2023 Colorado. Let's go to this one. Four-wheel drive one. Let's see what they had. 52 complaints. First year vehicle. Also out for a full year. First year vehicle. Only 2 recalls. I wonder if they are the same recalls we have right now. Let's go to recalls. Nope, they had the front wheel hub bolts had to be tightened, and emergency brake can activate unexpectedly, which they saw. But that's pretty solid. Cannot complain. First year, 52 complaints. Second year, where we are sitting at right now, 10 complaints. So GM's doing a fantastic job with this truck. If you own one, get in there, get this lock ring checked out for you. Thanks for watching.